ACN, 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 ACN. Where in the world is my ACN family? I love you too. What's up, Revolution? All right. I love them. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. How are you? How are you? You better be incredible. You're in the hall of ACN. I don't know what those other people are doing outside of this building, but you're in ACN world right now. It's always a beautiful day in ACN world. The worst day in ACN is better than the best day in any company outside of ACN. I'm honored to be on this stage, to be here with all of you, speaking to all of you. Where are my military veterans at? Where are you at? Let me see you stand up. Thank you for fighting the fight so we could be up on this stage. I want to dedicate this training to an incredible leader named Mr. Hiran Yi. And this is for him, and this is for you. Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? Touch the person on your left and on your right, said, you better be ready. My name is James Adlam, and I get to talk to you about phase one activity. I get to talk to you about the phases of our industry and why you need to stay in phase one. I want to get straight into the information because this information changed my life. So first I need to define for you what phase one is. Phase one is when you're personally acquiring customers. Phase one is when you're personally helping a new person get started in ACN. Phase one is when you're helping a brand new person that just got started in ACN acquire customers and build their team of people that are acquiring customers. That's phase one. Now, phase two is when you go in a little bit more management mode. You're not actually doing the work that you were doing in the beginning. What you're doing is you're calling your people to see what they're doing. Phase three is when you're calling the people that you would normally call to ask them to call their people to see what their people are doing. Phase four is you don't even know you're in ACN anymore. You're calling the callers who called the callers to call. And no one's doing anything, and everybody's calling people, seeing what everybody else is doing. That's phase one, that's phase two, that's phase three, that's phase four. Now, if I'm a person who wants to build a business of momentum, which phase do you imagine I should probably stay in? Phase one. But it's so easy to fall into the other phases. You see, because when you're out there doing the business, you're razor sharp. You know your business. You know about the services. You know about the industry. You know the compensation plan. When you're doing the business, you're razor sharp. But when you're looking for somebody else to do the business and you want to manage what they're doing, your skills get dull. When you're looking for people who are managing other managers, you don't have skills anymore. When you're looking for other managers to manage the people that were managed, you're out of your own business. And you've seen great companies stay in phase one and companies go to phase two, three, and four. Apple is a phase one company. Aren't they constantly working on innovation? Aren't they constantly developing? Don't you know that they have the iPhone 15 already in a lab somewhere? Now, I used to be a BlackBerry guy. How many of you were BlackBerry? Weren't we proud? Click, 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 click. We were proud. It took me forever to give up my BlackBerry. I was fighting. I'm like, Apple, evil. Because to a BlackBerry user, Apple was the most evil thing. That iPhone was the most evil thing ever made. But what happened was it just looked like BlackBerry just stopped innovating. Like the edge was gone. And next thing I know, I'm walking into a store, getting my first iPhone, thinking to myself, I can't believe this. It's not that I left BlackBerry, it's BlackBerry left me. Listen to me clearly. Listen to me clearly. When you go into phase 2, 3, and 4, your team leaves you because you're no longer a relevant leader. You're not even in the trenches. You don't even know there are trenches. They ask you a simple question, and you're not in the game, and they know you're not in the game. But how could you not be in the game when our founders and the executives are traveling all over the world, literally growing ACN's business? After 25 years, they're still in phase 1. So how could we, after 1 year, get out of phase 1? 25 years darting across the world looking for new, great people. We do ACN for 6 months, we're managing people. Are you kidding me? The greatest example is that example. You want to focus in on phase 1 leadership, and there's things that you need to do in phase 1 leadership. Introducing new people to the opportunity. I love introducing new people to the opportunity. I don't know, how many of you have ever been nervous about introducing somebody at ACN? Raise your hands, be honest. See, I remember when I got started, I was nervous about introducing people to the ACN opportunity, and then I stopped and I thought to myself, why am I nervous about sharing my own business with somebody else? Well, of course, their opinions. I didn't know what their opinions were gonna be. But when I started to realize that I have a residual income opportunity that has expanded now into 25 countries, has 25 years of a track record, has almost 30 companies as partners around the world, is the #1 company in the world in our industry, that major corporations have signed licensing agreements to do business with us, why am I nervous introducing Bubba? Like, do you understand that when you don't share this opportunity, people, that's something in your head. Phase 1 people always are acquiring customers. I remember when I got my customer, my very first customer. But here's what I love. It's not about me getting my first customer. My question is, when did you get your last customer? My hearing might be off. When was that? Was that in 2017? Because if you're looking for your team to get customers, but you're not getting customers, you're not in phase 1. You're just not. You heard Ms. Tanya Anderson getting recognized for getting 100 customer points on this event. Well, how does that happen? She wasn't in phase 4. Helping to launch new people in the business, that's phase 1 activity. Assisting new people get to the training events. I'm a psycho. You know how I am about national events because I know what these events can do, but I'm a psycho about everything in the process. You see, because here's the thing. For most people, the feeling of rejection weighs so much more than the opportunity to bless another person. And people avoid talking to other people because they're avoiding judgment. What do they come to you? Do they say no and then unleash hounds in your house or something? What do? Do they burn your house down if they say no to you? Do they steal your car if they say no to you? Do they follow you around and put you on Instagram videos and say, there's the one, get him out of town? They don't do that. They say no and they walk away. No one's ever been, do you realize, get this, there's never been someone incarcerated in ACN for asking, are you open to other ways to make money? Look, I went on Google and I Googled ACN representatives that have ever been arrested for asking someone if they've been open for an opportunity. And guess what? No results. So I'm thinking maybe we should just ask people if you're open for an opportunity. See, a phase 1 leader, in order to be a phase 1 leader, you have to remove yourself as the issue. You see, we make ourselves the issue so much. We get too involved with our own emotions and our feelings around things. And we just make ourselves the issue. And then you get one issue, and then you get one issue. Oh, no one, people say things like, no one's interested in the opportunity. Yeah, no one in the world. All these people are actors. Came here to make you feel better. They flew from Australia just to make you feel better. But no one's interested in becoming a customer. No one in the world. No one on planet Earth is interested in becoming a customer. No one wants to use Flash Wallet. No one. People are so dramatic. People are so dramatic. Everybody. No more issues. Cancel your subscription to your own issues. Like, it's time to cancel that subscription to those issues. It's time to stop being lifetime drama ready, saying things like, no, all my friends aren't interested. That means they were never your friends. I'm sorry, is that too honest? Do I not? I won't do that again. Okay, so here's my point. You gotta remove yourself. You see, this is about you being great for someone else. This isn't about you trying to make somebody something that they're not. If someone can't see the opportunity, it's okay. But here's the thing, it's hard for you to bless somebody else if I fear you persecuting me for trying to bless you. I'll never forget, there was one day when I went and a gentleman saw me give someone else money on the street. This is a very unique experience. So I gave someone money on the street, okay? And a gentleman came up to me in Delaware, in a town called Newark, Delaware. I gave a gentleman money on the street, and a gentleman came up and gave me $10 because I gave $20. And I said, what is this for? He's like, you just blessed that man, let me bless you. I was like, is that how it works? I mean, what? And I was like, no, I can't take it. He's like, why would you block your blessing? Let me ask you a question. Why would you let the opinions of other people stop you from blessing them? You see, it's so funny. How many of you saw Mr. Aaron Burt go and talk to that gentleman the other day? Is he here right now? Had the day off today, huh? Okay. Well, look, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, the gentleman who was on the stage in front of thousands of people just went to offer an opportunity to somebody. Now, at that moment, he could have said yes, he could have said no, he could have, right? Yes or no. Does that make sense? But how many of you, if the gentleman on the stage training might lean more towards the yes category than perhaps the no category? Like, he seems very successful in his custom suit on that stage, but I don't believe I'm interested in that opportunity that I've been listening to all weekend, guarding the rope. So I'm not going to say yes because all these people are looking at me. I'm going to pretend like I am ambivalent over the opportunity I have been offered. This was the point when James Adlam was banned from the talking stick arena. Look, but guess what? When Aaron leaves here, he goes home to his beautiful home. You can't make people do anything. You can't. Do you get that? Everybody say, I can't make people do anything. But here's the point, that doesn't mean you should stop offering. I remember one of my favorite teachers was a teacher that just kept drilling. He just kept saying, James, you'll be great at this, you'll be great at that. And but yeah, here's what would never happen. He never stopped believing I could do something great with myself. So sometimes you have the ability to see things in someone else that they can't see for themselves. And just because they say no in the moment, that doesn't mean that one day that third eye won't open up and they won't see what you have. You see, we're in a hunt for the grateful and the hungry. The grateful and the hungry. That's what I'm in a hunt for, the grateful and the hungry. Grateful that I'm offering the opportunity, hungry to take advantage of an opportunity. That was me. When I met my mentor, Orrin Solomon, and he told me what I needed to do, I said, yes, sir, can I do it 2 times? He said, James, do this. Absolutely, Mr. Solomon. You've got it, sir. Why? Because he was where I wanted to be. I found someone in my life that could mentor me. How many of you realize that mentorship is rare? And I don't mean people that give you opinions. I mean people that can actually mentor you because they've accomplished the thing they're trying to mentor you in. So I met somebody who's willing to help me out in the business. I did what he told me to do. It changed my life. So you have some people, now here's the thing that I know. Orrin Solomon talked to me, showed me how to present ACN, showed me how to do this business, and I promise you in the same week he was training me, somebody else was telling him no. Over here, he's changing my life. Over here, this guy says, nah. Over here, I'm getting customers. Over here, this way, he's like, not for me, right? But here's what he didn't do. He didn't say, oh, well, you know, they don't want it, so let me just stop the whole process. Everybody, you never stop this process. Trevera, where are you at? Stand up, where are you at? Stand up. See that lady right there? That's my guest for the weekend. Why? Because I'm in phase 1. Does that make sense? I don't ever get out of phase 1. I live in phase 1. I wear phase 1. I am phase 1. I'm a walking, talking ACN billboard. Yeah, you open for it? You looking for something? You want something more? Are you happy being here? You open for something else? Because here's what I know. It's a treasure hunt. It's a game. I don't know who's going to see it. My mission is to try and help as many people as possible experience the miracle of residual income. And if someone doesn't like miracles, that's okay. Somebody else does. I'm a miracle. Look, miracle. I'm just giving out miracles. And someone says, oh, I don't want that miracle. Well, that's okay. You don't have to take my miracle. Somebody else will take my miracle. Somebody else, I'll be forced to go and give residual income to somebody else. But here's the deal. If you need everybody to co-sign on your mission, you have no mission. If you need your family to give you approval and thumbs up, if you need your family to give you a thumbs up, where's your thumb? You can't give yourself a thumbs up? This is not hard. But if you need mommy to say, honey, I've met 35-year-olds who said, my mom doesn't think I should do this. You're 35. My boyfriend doesn't think I should do this. It's your boyfriend. What do you care? It's a boyfriend. Boy, friend, not even a man friend. If you knew you were going to be a major success in ACN, wouldn't you tell everybody about it? Well, if you tell everybody about it, didn't you know you have a greater chance of being a major success in ACN? Say that again. If you knew you were going to be a success in ACN, wouldn't you tell everybody about it? Well, if you tell everybody about it, don't you know you dramatically increase the odds of being a major success in ACN? You see, if I went to the casino and there was a machine that was broken and they said, don't play that one, the odds are 50-50 you're going to hit. We're waiting for maintenance to come and fix it. How many of you would play that machine? Raise your hand high. If that machine, broken machine, you'd play that, wouldn't you play that machine? Well, what is the statistical odds of someone saying yes, they're open for an opportunity when you ask them? Okay. But what are the statistical odds of someone saying yes to you if you say nothing? That's fascinating. So you're saying if you actually talk to someone, they might actually say yes. But if you say nothing to them, they guaranteed will say nothing back to you. Fascinating, fascinating. Oh well. So here's the deal. I believe in approaching people like, you have no idea how blessed you are that you're meeting me. I told this my cab driver on my way over here, I was like, do you realize what's happening in this car right now? I was like, do you know who is behind you in this car? And he's like, no, who are you? I'm the guy that's gonna make your day. His name is Jose. I said, where you from, Jose? He's like, from Mexico. I was like, oh my God, you're from Mexico. Si se puede, baby, si se puede. He's like, yes, I'd like to hear about your business. I'd love to tell you about my business. All day, every day, this is what I do. Because I have no attachments to their opinions. I don't like it, so I don't like you. What is it? This isn't for me. That's great. It's for someone else. I don't get all caught up. Oh, my feelings. I'm devastated. What is that? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I can understand in the beginning you're new, you're learning, but after you come to this, don't you leave here like lambs. You better leave here like lions. What if that was your approach? You're changing someone's life. Do you understand how grateful I am? The guy who introduced me to this business called me up. Do you understand? I have no idea where I'd be in my life right now had he not made that phone call. And guess what? Someone called you. And somebody asked you if you were open, and you were all open. And are you excited, grateful that they called you? You were grateful that they called you, and you were hungry enough to fly and drive all across the world, literally, to be here. So we're looking for the grateful and the hungry. But let me tell you something, your beliefs will drive your behaviors. Your beliefs will drive your behaviors. You see, here's the deal. If you believe the next conversation will change everything, you have that conversation. I wake up every day and I'm like, everyone I meet is already in. Now, what if you started your day with they're all getting in? Now, does that prove to be 100% true all the time? No, but that's a better way of looking at it as opposed to, nobody likes me. You ever see Eeyore? I guess no one likes me. No one wants residual income. Oh, well, Piglet, I'll go home now. I wake up every day like every conversation they're gonna get in. And when people don't want to listen to me, I'm like, wow, you're crazy. You actually said no to this. You said you need to go do research on this. Okay. I did a Facebook Live recently about a guy I sat down with named Terrence. And he was a phase 1 person. And Terrence is like, this looks fascinating. I'm gonna do some research. I'm like, Terrence, have you ever researched yourself? I said, let me do this. I didn't even say this in the Facebook Live, but I'm saying it now. I said, Terrence, let's go to Google for a second. And I typed in his name, and guess what came up? Nothing. Do you know why? He hasn't done anything. You see, I said, he's like, well, I'll just look some stuff up about you. I was like, yeah, Google me. But that doesn't stop my mojo for the next person. I don't assume the next person's a knucklehead like Terrence. And Terrence, you know who you are if you ever see this on YouTube. That doesn't stop my mojo. I'm on to the next person. Why? Because somebody else wants to listen. You see, but sometimes you look at yourself like a period. Like you're just a period. Like you're you're an engineer. You're a doctor. You're a real estate investor. Like we put periods on ourselves For no reason, we just, boop, I'm a that. Boop. But you're actually an ellipsis. You're always evolving, if you think you are. So yes, I understand that your friend that you want to talk to today has never done this before, but what, they can't do this? And yes, maybe you've never imagined yourself building this kind of a business, but what, you can't build this? Of course you can. You're an ellipsis, you're not a pyramid, you're not a tree, you can move. You can do something different. You can talk to more people. Wouldn't you love to get up on this stage like the RVPs you saw here? Well, it doesn't happen in your closet, talking to yourself, trying to get yourself fired up like, I'm a winner today. You could do it, you could do it, you could do it. It involves you leaving your home and engaging with humanity and saying to them, are you open for something outside of what you currently do? And 100 people may say no, but what about the one that says yes? Everybody look to the person on your left or right, say, congratulations, you said yes. I talk to people all the time because my phase one activity is a reflection of my belief system. I can't just leave. I was down in Charlotte, the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, Charlotte Airport, and I'm getting my little candy thingy, a little peanut butter bucket, okay? And I'm in there and I pay the money and I'm walking out the store and the lady says, have a great day. And I'm like, you too. Ugh, I can't. Miss, can I ask you a question? Are you open for anything outside of working at the chocolate factory? Yes, you are? Okay, great. Let's exchange numbers. Is that your manager? Just sign me your number on this receipt. Okay, I'm gonna call you tonight. Okay, great. I get in the car to go to my destination. I'm in the car with the driver. We're sitting there talking. Blah, 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 blah. My family works so hard. Yo, are you open for an opportunity outside of driving? I get to my hotel, I'm checking in. Hi, welcome, Mr. Adlam. Thank you very much. Here's my ID. Thank you very much. Oh, nice. Oh, you're a platinum. Thank you for being platinum. Thank you for thanking me for being platinum. Have a wonderful day. You too. Can I ask you a question? I know you work at this hotel, but have you ever thought about doing anything outside of working here? All day. The more you exercise phase one, the more you exercise your belief system. So I just want to just give you something. Like, what is that? That is a nerve. That is a nerve. Interesting that nerve is the root of nervous. Because when you're nervous, your nerves are in hyperactivity. So that is why they say, I'm nervous. They're saying all my nerves are firing right now for whatever it is that's going on. But the same activity that makes you nervous is the same activity that makes you excited. You see, your nerves don't know the difference between you being excited and you being nervous. I just want you to understand, do you understand, you're the most amazing things that have ever happened ever. All of you here, you're the most amazing things. You're so amazing, but you sometimes get nervous. But if you look at that nerve closely, you'd realize just how powerful you really, really are. Anyone have heard of Laniakea? No? I want everyone to just not do anything when we do this. Let's turn these lights down for a second. I'm just curious. Don't do anything. Don't touch your cell phones. Don't do anything. This is the world. This is most people in the world, just waking up, living in darkness. Waking up in darkness, coming back home in darkness. This is what they do. So most people do every single day. They have dark conversations with dark-minded people, their lifestyle's dark, their income's dark, their belief system's dark. They're just sitting in darkness. Now, someone just turn on your flashlight on your cell phone, just anyone. But the moment you begin to have conversations with people, the moment you begin to ask questions and say, hey, are you open for an opportunity outside of what you currently do? Now, everyone turn on your cell phones on your flashlight, everyone in here. The moment you begin to have conversations with people and say, hey, you ever thought about doing something outside of what you currently do? I have an opportunity that I think you should take a look at. Do you understand the light that you bring to the world? Because keep those lights on for a second. Just look around. In a world of darkness, we have little bits of light. And the same nerves that flow through you, the same energy that flows through the entire universe. Let me show you something. Just really pay attention. You see that little red dot? See that little red dot? That little red dot is the Milky Way. It's our galaxy. That little red dot. Now, what's all of that? That's what science has mapped out as the 100,000 other galaxies surrounding our galaxy. You see, we think about our world, but there's galaxies, 100,000 galaxies around our galaxies that is called Laniakea. And this is so incredible because science realized that as much as they see in the Milky Way is a little dot for the 100,000 discovered galaxies that surround our galaxy. You see, those little lights, you sitting right there, you're just a little galaxy for somebody else. But if you build this thing big enough, you create what's called a supercluster galaxy of people building their own residual income, people fighting for their families, people wanting more for themselves and for their families. Let's bring the lights back up. You see, because at the end, we are one. We're all one. We're all one. You, me, all of us, we are one. I went to Italy, and guess what I discovered? Me. I went to Korea, guess what I discovered? Me. I've been around the world with ACN because of this blessed opportunity. Every time I walk into a room, we don't speak the same language, but we are one. And you got to know that. And so someone over there across from you needs the opportunity in your mouth, and you have a choice. You can either get caught up on that person's feelings, worry, maybe they won't do this, they're not going to be open to this, or you can just keep talking. And some of the people that you talk to, they may not say yes to you. Like that guy over there did. But when that happens, you just got to move on. You just got to move on. When I'm trying to give the opportunity to you and you say no, Jay-Z has a song. It's called On to the Next One. They don't want to hear you. They're not open for the opportunity. They don't want to talk to you about your business. DJ, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? No, really, what do you really do? What do you do? Okay, maybe you didn't hear my question. Because you said on to the next one, but they didn't say on to the next one over there, upper deck. So what do you all do? What do you all do? What do you over there do? Revolution, what do you do? What do you all do? What do you do? Ew. On to the next one. No, what do you do? What do you all do? What do you all do? What does everyone in this building do? My name is James Adlam, and I'm on to the next one. I'll see you in Charlotte.